Day one was actually pretty good. I ended up, I believe, ending with 60,000 chips or so, which when you start with 20,000 isn't too bad. The day one field was actually, it was a pretty soft field, but I had a couple players on my table who were decent. All the days after day one are kind of blurry. Like, I remember day 4, 5, and 6, and 7, obviously, but like day 1 and 2 are like blurs, so I'm not really sure exactly who was at my table and who I played with. Going into day 4, I had 147,000 chips, which wasn't very many at all. Like, I think that was pretty far below average, maybe like half average or so. And so I wasn't, you know, pretty much every day I went into the tournament, I went with the goal of making the next day. I was just like, okay, cool, I made day 3, I'm pretty happy about that. You know, it'd be pretty sweet to make day 4. And I didn't really like concern myself with thinking about winning the tournament when it was still only, you know, day 3 or day 2 or day 4 or whatever. I took it one day at a time. I didn't think on day 4 that I really, you know, was going to last very long because I didn't have many chips. But I ended up, you know, doing all right. 27-9 was a really fun time. I ended up getting, I started the day with second in chips, so that was great. I was really happy about that. But I didn't really pick up that many hands early on, and my table, the way like my seating was set up, wasn't that great to get a bunch of chips. Chino Ream got moved to my left when we moved down to 18, and literally when we were breaking tables, I told the dealer, I was like, okay, the only thing I don't want is I don't want Chino directly to my left because he likes to play a lot of pots and he's hard to play out of position against, and he's a pretty decent player, and so that's the only thing I didn't want when we moved down to 18 players. And then we redraw and Chino sits down to my left, and I was like, really? It was just it was kind of irritating, but it ended up getting a lot tighter when we got below 18 players, all the way down to like 12 or 11. There were some people who were just not playing very many pots at all, and so I was trying to take advantage of that and you know, pick up a little bit more chips than I had. Unfortunately, everybody who made the final table seems like they have a clue as to what's going on. There really aren't any bad players at the table, surprisingly enough. Chino's good. Scott Montgomery is good. They're really all good players. Ivan's good. Peter's good. They're all pretty solid players. Dennis Phillips is the only player I haven't really played any poker with, so he's the one I don't really know about yet. But everyone seems like they're pretty decent and kind of has a clue.